Hey, what's up, you all? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. And if you're not already with the LFR family, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button right there, Jack. Hit that button. All right. I just like saying it again. Listen, if you go back and you watch some of my older videos, you'll be like, man, you it again. But we are back, man. We are back. It's going to be a quick live stream, but make sure you hit this live. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you look at the bottom of the video where it says share, copy the link and share it on X, Facebook, Reddit, LinkedIn, wherever you want to share it. That would be absolutely phenomenal. But we're not going to waste too much of your time today. Let's go ahead and jump into it, man, because it's about to go down. It is about to go down. Let's go ahead and start it off first with this amazing ad of Kamala.
I, Kamala Harris, senior Democrat candidate for president, because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility of debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound biased. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been.
That's my favorite right there. That's my favorite. What can be unburdened. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Lord. By what has been.
And by what has been, I mean, Joe Biden. You think the country went to over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Nah, yeah, I have not seen anything yet. That's why we're here to talk about what's going on right now. There seems to be a bit of pageantry that's happening in this country right now, where people are surrounding themselves around the new shiny what you call it, politician that they once didn't care about, once didn't vote for, they didn't even look her way. As a matter of fact, her approval rating was 28%. You don't believe me? All right, here we go right here. I didn't come to play no games today. Listen, I'm not here to play no games. We about to see it for ourselves, because I told y'all, man, we are here to handle some business today, Jack. That's exactly what we're going to do. All right. So
there are reports that say that you have the lowest approval rating of any vice president. Well, there are polls that also say I have great approval ratings.
Swing voters don't like Harris. How big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
She's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision.
They don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her.
Kamala Harris's approval rating is now at 28%.
Now, they never are going to mention that. Nobody's ever going to mention that. No, ain't no. You know anybody that's mentioning that? Nobody on the left. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Nobody on the left is going to ever mention that. They need her to look as clean, spotless as possible, because she's the new coin. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call her a token. She worked hard for her living. Okay.
Which is an historic low for any modern vice president.
We're hearing it from mainstream media, one outlet after another, one leak after another. That Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever, the worst politician ever.
We don't see the vice president. What people are saying to me, and I'm sure they're saying it to you, where's the vice president? Some White House officials are feeling that she came off looking unprepared for inevitable questions about when she might visit the southern border.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
The point that Lester Holt was making was obvious to anyone else who was watching this interview, which is that the issues at the border are inextricably linked with the portfolio that she's been given.
The border is secure. We have a secure border.
Bidenomics is working.
And she was just trying to figure it out right there on the fly. She said the border is secure. We have a secure border. Knowing good and well that border ain't no daggone secure.
The portfolio that she's been given.
The border is secure. We have a
Lies.
secure border.
Bidenomics is working. Prices have gone up. And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that
You know what she sound like right here? She sounds like, don't you know how when they are asking questions to Karine Jean-Pierre, and she just, you can tell that she don't know what the hell she's talking about. And she's reaching, she's scrambling, she's looking in her mind, hoping that a thought will save the day, but she don't have it. She don't have it. She don't have it in that daggone little folder, little pamphlet she carries around. She don't have it. And Kamala was just looking, trying to say something of substance that will satisfy the person that asked her the question. She can't find it. She just don't have that information in her. But all of a sudden, she's presidential material. She's president material of the entire country. Are you kidding me? Okay. Listen, this time I'm not going to interrupt it. I want y'all to see this. This is nothing but pure Karine Jean-Pierre when you see it. This is Karine Jean-Pierre that's trying to figure out how to answer a question that she clearly don't have the answer to.
Economics is working. Prices have gone up. And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up.
He picked Kamala Harris to be his running mate. She was ranked and is ranked as the most liberal senator in the United States Senate. So he could have gone the other way, but he went to the left.
Joe Biden is running for re-election, and I will be his ticket mate. Full stop. Full stop. That's it.
People need not forget the person that we have in office as vice president. Is she qualified to be president? Hell no, she's not qualified to be president. Hell no, she's not qualified to be president. You ain't even got to think about that twice. She's just not qualified. Sorry, she's not. If you think about how she was picked and why she was picked, come on now. If you think about what she's done while she's been in office, come on now. Now, I do realize that people voted for the Joe Biden Kamala ticket. I do realize also that Joe Biden was not forced. He wasn't forced into picking Kamala, but he chose to sell out to the Black community who told him that, sir, we will only vote for you if you pick this Black woman. Well, those are the Black indigenous people of color, and they like to come together, and they will and they deal. So when the Black indigenous people of color will and deal with the federal government, they bend and they do what they say do. And that's the reason why I'm on Team Trump right now, because this dude's not bending to anybody. He don't even care if you've been serving in Congress as a senator or whatever, in the House of Representatives for 10, 20, 30 years. He don't care. If he believed that you're bad at your job, he's going to tell you. And if he could fire you, he would. But since we vote these people in, his hands are tied. But those people that he has expressed that they aren't doing their jobs, they don't like him. They've been gunning for this dude since 2016. They've been gunning for him. All right? Trying to get him arrested, trying to get him killed. trying to take his name off of ballots in different states. They just been trying to stack everything in their favor so that they wouldn't have to go up against someone who could potentially beat them. That's what a cheater does. If they really and truly believed in Joe Biden as the president, they wouldn't have had to do any of that, any of it. And that's the problem. But check this out. Now, y'all, this is a white lady's face on the thumbnail. If you go look, you're going to see it's a white lady's face on the thumbnail. The reason why that's there is because we are about to pay attention to this Zoom call. There was a Zoom call of nothing but white women. Nothing but white women. And it's going to blow your mind as to why they decided to have the Zoom call, why they felt it was necessary that their voices was heard. This right here is going to, oh my gracious. This, when I seen this, I was like, come on, man, for real? Like, that's where we are right now? All right, here we go. I ain't going to even interrupt it.
Ariel Fodor, affectionately known as Mrs. Frazzle, to her combined audience of over 1.5 million followers, is here to help gentle parent us through this election.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am so honored to speak today. I am like shaking to just be among such incredible company. Earlier, you've heard BIPOC women have tapped us in as white women to
BIPOC women have tapped them in. BIPOC is Black Indigenous People of Color. They have reached out to the Karens for Kamala. They've reached out to the Karens for Kamala, and they said, we need for y'all to say something. Y'all need to get out there and say something. Hold up. And you about to realize, you about to figure out exactly why the BIPOC tapped them to say anything.
Step up, listen, and get involved this election season. This is a really important time, and we all need to use our voices and influence for the greater good. No matter who you are all influencers in some way. So tonight, I'm going to share some do's and don'ts for getting involved in politics online and navigating the toxicity that comes with it. And spoiler alert, as much as the toxicity can come from the outside, it can come from us too. So first, don't isolate yourself. We can do our best work when we're in community together like we are tonight, because the toxic feels smaller when we support each other. But don't make it about yourself. As white women, we need to use our privilege to.
Yeah, I heard that right. Hold up. So the Karens for Kamala came together, right? And she says, and she's the leader of the Karens for Kamala because she has the most social media following, a combined 1.5 million followers all over her social media. So she's doing a damn good job. Shout out to her as a content creator. But the head of the Karens for Kamala said, we need to use our white privilege. That's what we need to do. Oh, let me just back it up just a little bit because we need to hear this. I need for y'all to just listen, okay? Turn on them antennas. Lock in, because this is serious. The Black Indigenous People of Color, BIPOC, reached out to the Karens for Kamala and said, we need y'all to say something. Y'all not loud enough. Speak up. Because we got a black lady that's running and we need for y'all to do your part. Okay? All right. So let me go ahead and get back to it. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Community together like we are tonight, because the toxic feels smaller when we support each other. But don't make it about yourself. As white women, we need to use our privilege to make positive changes. If you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat. And instead, we can put our listening ears on.
If you find yourself, having a conversation with BIPOC individuals, Black Indigenous People of Color, if you find yourself talking to somebody who's a person of color and it gets a little heated, take a beat. They are more than likely right because they are the oppressed people that we need to take care of. They are beaten down. They don't know how to find their voter ID cards. They don't have driver's licenses to vote. None of that. They don't know where the DMV is, where the MVA is, none of that. When they get upset, more than likely, you're wrong. Okay? White people, all right? White ladies. Please, guys, y'all got to stop treating black people as if we are retarded. I promise you, it's racist as hell. We are people just like you. We are wrong just like you. Don't do that. And if you find yourself, don't talk over them and don't correct them and take a beat. We need to come together as white women and use our privilege. What privilege? What privilege do you have over me, white lady? Absolutely nothing. You're going to have to pay the same dollar amount that I have to pay for the milk, the butter, the bread, the meats, for gas, for homes, everything. You ain't got no privilege.
So do learn from and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized and use the privilege you have in order to push for systemic change.
Push for systemic change for the people who have been marginalized. You do realize, white lady, that we benefit off of the same laws, right? Like I'm a minority, and technically, so are you. Technically, so are you. You guys were marginalized too. You guys were, you didn't have rights before either. So we're good. We know how to advance. We know how to do for ourselves. We don't need you to spoon feed us. You probably think black people need to eat off of a spork because we haven't figured out how to use a fork yet. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, y'all probably think I'm reaching, but I believe that the most racist people in this country are liberal white women. Feel free to correct me if you want. Let's play it. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done.
Positive changes. If you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat. And instead, we can put our listening ears on. So do learn from and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized and use the privilege you have in order to push for systemic change. As white people, we have a lot to learn and unlearn. So do check your blind spots. You are responsible for your algorithm, believe it or not.
Who in the hell talking to you about content creation? We talk about real life, young lady. As white people, we do have to look into our blind spots. And why in the hell are these white Karens? Why are the Karens for Kamala allowing this lady to talk to them as if they are in preschool or something? No. Don't cut that yet, Darren. You got to make sure that you're safe. Let me come over there and help you. Why are you using glue that way? Stop it. You're coloring out the lines. No. You're not going to be able to share in reading time. She's talking to those she's talking to the Karens the same way Jill Biden was talking to Joe after that debate. You answered all of the questions. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. Oh, what you did? You gonna get some ice cream? Oh, yeah, you are gonna get some ice cream, Joe. And what did Trump do? He didn't tell the truth, everybody. But Joe, you did great. He like, oh, yeah, I did great. I did great. Cringe, bruh. Cringe, man. Cringe. That's all I wanted to show y'all, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. If you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and hopefully inside of my email as well with the word coach, because you are ready to start your own YouTube journey. Love y'all, man. All of my blues, thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all are absolutely amazing, but I got some things to go handle. Y'all make sure y'all look at this, because I don't know how long this bad boy is gonna be up. All right. And I know I say don't share, but y'all go ahead and share the mess out of this. All right. Now I'll see you on the next live stream. Love you. Peace.